Are you checking that out right there? It's a great day because we are at Millcreek Gardens, back with Lorene. And you know, it's 4th of July week coming up, and these roses are gorgeous, but they happen to be our nation's national flower.
Yes, the rose is nation's national flower, and a great time to be planting those roses and enjoying the fragrance of roses is near the 4th of July, and it's a great time to be planting it. We have a great selection. They're all out there in bloom right now. You can see the colors that you want, and Leslie will take great care of you.
Speaking of colors and blooming, what about your perennials that are out now?
Hey, perennials of the week right now. We have these gorgeous brown-eyed Susans. There's also one that has a green center in it. These are wonderful for the summer, for lots of color. They're pretty tall and they're great for a cut flower. This one here is a beautiful salvia. It's from Plant Select, which comes from the Denver Botanical Gardens and Colorado State University. From the native area, here's the Rocky Mountain Penstemon or beard tongue. And then we have a couple of other beauties here. Last week we showed you the Indian blanket flower. Here's its cousin. This one here's lemons and oranges. And then a wonderful cranesbill. This one's called Rosanna. It blooms all summer long.
So pretty. Now I also want to mention the fact that we want to talk about trees, because right here at Millcreek Garden you have probably the best selection of Japanese maples in the West. And I want to bring on your expert, one of your experts here. This is Paul. Let's talk about the Japanese maples, because, you know, these are all out in the sun. And in my mind, I think Japanese maples, you have to be so careful with them because they're tender. Is that true?
Actually, it is true. And what we'll have to do is bring these into a shadier location as the summer goes on, because Japanese maples can do perfectly well in Utah, except you have to put them in the right location in your landscape.
You guys have about how many different varieties out here?
Probably right now, I would say, if we had to count them up, at least 100 different varieties, and these are all the weirdo varieties.
Can I just tell you, you can't find that at your local grocery store. You need to come out to Millcreek Garden. What about this one?
This is one of these Gracilis, these little fairy or angel hair is what it's called, and all the collectors are coming to us, and they can get them in gigantic sizes like this, or you can start out in the small size as well, and trust me, once you buy one, that's not the last one you're going to buy.
It's like an addiction. Can you do these in a pot if you don't want to overtake, say, in your garden area?
You can, but it's going to require a little bit more attention, especially during the wintertime. And I encourage you that when you come on down to Millcreek, we'll tell you all about exactly how to do all that.
Okay, real quick before the question of the week, what about this guy? What about this one right here?
This one here is another ghost variety. This one is called, the ghosting variety is a different kind of leaf that has a strange venation and a little variegation to it. A shady location for this one, but just a very odd variety. It'll turn bright pink in the fall.
Different times of the year, it changes different color. Look at the new growth coming out. It's the red.
All the new growth will give you a kind of a highlight of what the fall color will be like.
All right, speaking of plants and speaking of trees, this time of year it gets really hot. We need to know about watering. Specifically, how do we water our trees?
Well, this time of year, as it gets into the middle of summertime, you want to make sure that you're deep watering your trees. You don't want to rely on just your sprinkler system to do the watering. You need to get out there and maybe do some your own manual watering with the hose, dripping all night long, or at least building a well, and then filling that up at least 4 times and letting things percolate down. At least do that once a week.
Hey,
once
Paul,
a week.
Tell us about these trees here, the redbud and the maple tree. I know these are some of your favorites.
These are some of my favorite trees right now. Redbuds are a big popular item in Utah. You're going to see them bloom in May. Beautiful. And they've got a very distinctive kind of grapey, electric grape color, and then that great big giant heart-shaped leaf, gold in the fall. And then what Lorene is, she's showing us the Norwegian sunset, and that's a form of Norway maple that is a hybrid, so it can handle our heat a lot better than the older varieties can.
All right, so we mentioned the question of the week. Now, this is how it works. You just go to Millcreek's Facebook page and you type in your question, and if they choose it, you get a wonderful gift card right here from the garden that you can choose from a cajillion different things that they have out here. But Lorene, you have something special. You have some special people that you want to bring out.
This is our family, and we appreciate you supporting Millcreek Gardens since 1955. It's a family-owned business. And this is the Boutner family to you. Thank you so much. And have a great day in the garden every day.
All right, I do want to mention for the 4th of July, you are not serving a barbecue. This time you're serving breakfast, right?
We are serving breakfast. It's a full service breakfast from 9:30 to noon or while the food lasts. We have bacon and eggs, pancakes, juice, and lots of yummy stuff.
They do not leave out one single item of detail here at Millcreek Gardens. If you want to know any of this information, we'll have it on our website at abc4.com. Click on Good Things Utah. We will link you right there to Millcreek Gardens. all the information, their address, their phone number, their website, their Facebook, everything is on there. Anything you want to know, it's a great time to come out, find all that you need, and they have experts. If you walk in and you go, I have no idea what I'm looking for, no problem. They have people that will help you, and they're so nice. Come get breakfast. Come spend some time out here. Millcreek Gardens is the place to be. Stay with us. Good Things Utah will be right back.